Guys, what's up? It is Doug, and welcome to another edition of Spooky Villages. This is another 2023 Lemax Spooky Town review edition of Spooky Villages, to be specific. Today we are talking about the Full Moon Diner. This is another piece that is non-exclusive to Michael's. Brand new 2023. Check this out. Lot to talk about on this guy. Let's get it unboxed and let's see what it looks like. Here it is, guys. Check it out. This is the Full Moon Diner. This is a big piece. A lot of details on this one, lots of animation. This one's going to be fun to show off. You know, again, on that theme, werewolves, they have not been done very much, you know, by Spooky Town or Department 56, really anybody. And I would really, really like to see more werewolves in the coming up, you know, the future here. And while I just have the building, there's an excellent figurine that goes with this as well. Check this out. This looks awesome. This werewolf looks great, and it goes right with this. So there's a lot of details on this we'll talk about here. It seems like this year the Spooky Town pieces I've seen so far, lots of little details. I know they always do that, but it just feels like specifically this year there's a lot of little details, little references to things. It's pretty cool. But 5 points of animation on this one. Show you what it looks like lit up here in a minute, but you have right here, the guy looks like being dragged under here. You've got this werewolf here, which goes up and down. This is one of my favorite details here, this little calendar here that flips. I'll talk about that again in a moment. This sign here that has 3 different sides. This is one of my favorite types of animation in Spooky Town whenever they do this sign. It's not often that Lemax pieces do this. There are some of the holiday ones that I've seen as well. But some of the Spooky Town ones you do see this, but there's 3 different sides on this. It looks very cool. And then the thing that's kind of the most visually striking is right here, the Full Moon Diner. You'll see what it looks like when it's animated in a minute here, because it moves actually to the side, and you see the moon behind it here with a silhouette. Very, very cool. You know, as I talk about it here, let's just show you what it looks like lit up. So here it is lit up, guys. The name of the game here is bright white lights. It all accents the different signs and the parts of animation, you know, that are going on here. So let's talk about this lunar calendar here. I absolutely love this. It's on the front of the building here. Goes over the different cycles here, the moon. It looks cool. It's also adorable. I dig the vibe of it. And there's also like a little bar stool that's right next to it here. But again, for a werewolf piece, very, very neat little detail that's on the front of it here. The big centerpiece part here is this Full Moon Diner sign that moves, and you can see the wolf silhouette and the moon. I love this. It's very cool. It's very like old 50s like classic style, which I really, really dig. But I love how it's that wolf howling at the moon. It looks cool how the thing just moves like that. Right below it, you also have the sign with the 3 different, you know, the 3 different graphics on it. You can see what it looks like here. The first one is the Full Moon Diner, just kind of like the sign, the billboard on the outside. But then it actually has this this cool little old school graphic here where the lady's face changes into the wolf. I really, really like that. I think it's pretty cool. Now you got the werewolf that he rises up and down here on the side. You can see what it looks like here. He's in like a little bubble canopy as he goes up and down. And the last piece of animation on this is actually one that I had missed at first. It's these arms basically going underneath here, like being drug under. We also have an indoor scene on this one too, as if the animation wasn't enough. There's also the indoor scene. The lady here who is sitting at the table with a wolf. It looks cool. It's very cute. It's kind of funny. And the wolf design actually is pretty scary on this. You also have some signs on this. I like how they say the no silver utensils used on premises. Full moon special, a fowl for a howl, 1 per customer. And probably the funniest one is the server shift changes may occur. That's hilarious. I love it. You know, insinuating that the you know, they might be switching over the person who's serving you to a werewolf. So the building here, it looks to me, you know, less like a diner and more like an old style pub or like an inn. something like that. But again, it's a diner themed, and it's got those classic graphics, like the that 50s type graphics. I love that type of thing going on here. Very cool theming on this one all around. I think the fit and finish on this one's pretty good, and this is kind of a heavy piece, and I think that's because of all the animation that's going on. There is a lot here. This is a centerpiece type building. It's where I could see somebody getting this year if you want to just display it, although I really would recommend you get that figuring for it too. I plan to do that. But if you get this, it shows off all the animation, right? This is like the things a lot of people like about Spooky Town. You turn it on, show your friends all the cool things these buildings can do. So this one does run very quiet. It's also to know here. You'll see here when I do the lights and sound at the end of it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. So that's the Full Moon Diner, guys. I'm going to show you what it looks like here with the lights and sound in just a moment here, and just let that go. Before I go, there's some final thoughts on it here. That I love this theme. I love werewolves. I love the theme. This one is a little bit sillier. It's not like a super scary one. It's not like a very macabre piece. So it's one of those that can work in the general, like the Spooky Town part of your display. That's what this one kind of fits in. There's a lot of buildings that kind of go in that, but this one is more in the realistic vibe. This one is more in the fantastical vibe, though, versus some of the buildings are very, macabre, like a monster town kind of thing. That's kind of what this is more so. Then you have the more realistic buildings. This is definitely more in that fantastical category, in my opinion. But I really like all the animation on this. I love the graphics. I think they're done very well. I really like the sign that, well, actually two signs, I should specify. The sign that is the moon that swings back and forth there. And I also like the triple billboard on the top and those old school graphics. So I'm a big fan of this one. You're probably going to see this on my year-end, my best of, most likely, just because I love the theming and I love all the animation on this. I thought they did a really good job on this one. I know a lot of folks are excited about this one. Thus far, really good year, really good start to Spooky Town year. And this one, again, it's the filming of this. It's in very late May as I'm filming this. I don't know what's going to be at Michael's stores this year, but this one is not an exclusive. You can get it from online dealers. It's not locked into Michael's store, so Michael's might be carrying this one. I don't know yet. As of the filming of this, we don't know actually what Michael's will be carrying. So that said, thank you guys very much. Really happy that Spooky Town season is back and we are in swing of it. Thank you as always for the comments you guys leave. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. I really, really appreciate that. And for a hint for next week, we're going to see just how the sausage is made. All right, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Here it is with the lights and sound.
Full Moon Diner, the perfect place to get a midnight snack. It doesn't matter how long you stay, we're open all night. I love fast food, because it's good exercise. What do you call a werewolf magician? A hairy Houdini. Hot coffee, fresh meats, and beautiful moon views. Stop by for a change. Where do you keep your scraps? I'll have the special. A foul for a hound. Full Moon Diner, the perfect place to get a midnight snack.